right, here we go. Headed to the Tapas tour. Was there a specific name for it?
The original Tapas tour adventure.
The
Crawl.
original.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crawl.
3 hours.
Cool. 3 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
There's gonna be a lot of wine had in 3 hours.
Wow.
Mine plus yours.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get taxi home too.
Oh, see, I'm glad I didn't eat. 3 hours.
Yeah. Also another Airbnb experience.
Wow.
Why not? It's cute. I like the bag, but then you pick a strap. It's actually really cool.
I am Gislaine, as you already heard. Actually, I'm not from Barcelona, I'm from Brazil, but I have been living here for the last 16 years, so this is home for me. We're gonna spend 3 hours together in this tour. We have 4 stops, and in the first 3 stops we have in between 25 to 30 minutes. Sounds a lot, but it will go really fast. Before we start, I would like to ask if there's any food intolerance, allergy, anything you don't like to eat that you forgot to put in your reservation. I know there's someone vegetarian. You. Anything? Anybody else? No? Okay. Then I'll let them know that everybody's here. Diego, todos están aquí y Diego, todos están aquí, voy a empezar el tour y no hay peculiaridad. Bye. So just to put you a little bit in context, we are stopping now in Parallel Avenue. That used to be like the Broadway of Barcelona. Sounds funny now, because it's not like that, because that was a long time ago. But all this street were full, if you wanna get close so you can hear me better, all this street was full of theaters and cinemas, and that was at least like 30 years ago, and then that changed. It calls parallel because it's parallel to the northern meridian, and if you go all the way down you get to the port, to the sea. If you go all the way up you get to Plaza España, that it's also like a nice place to visit. We are in the edge of between 3 neighborhoods. Here in the back is Poble Sec, that the translation will be dry village. Here behind this hotel, it's El Raval. It's also considered as an old town, together with the Gothic. And in the left, it is Sant Antoni. Our stops are mostly in that area today. Also, this building, why the meeting point is here? First, because it's easy. There are nicest place to stop that probably could be the meeting point, but it's not that obvious to get there. So this is why this one, it's like everybody can easily find. But the history behind this building is that actually it is from the 1900s, and an artist from south of Spain came here, found the building, fell in love with. It used to be a music bar, and he transformed that to a cabaret burlesque bar show. It used to be one of the best places to come in the evening. What happened in between the time that Spain had a dictatorship, everything that was connected to red was forbidden. Or the name or the color. That place used to call the Petit Moulin Rouge because it was like a kind of tribute to the one in France. So they need to change the name. Also, the French they're not very welcome here. So they changed the name for El Molino. But if you translate to French, El Molino means El Moulin. So it's, we would say same but different. After the pandemic, they closed, unfortunately. And they're now open only in special dates, like Christmas. The last one was now in April for San Jordi. Now this is a building from the government. I hope at some point they will come back because that was fun. Really, they had the best dancers and it was just very clever the way that they would do the show. So if you come back here in the future and this place is open, you should definitely come to enjoy the evening. Are you hungry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Let's go to our first stop. This is a place from 1909. That means that it has some peculiarities because if the place is open for over 100 years, they cannot change anything in the building. So that the entrance, the doors, that little, I don't know how to say that in English, but the lamps. And also inside you're gonna see the mirror, some cashier, register, a radio, all these items that has been here since the beginning. Also, this is a place that we call a hole in the wall. So no fancy, but the food is very authentic. This is the most important because I think that when you get a food tour, you want to get to the places that normally you wouldn't get in, right? Also, some peculiarity is that most of the places that are that the locals come for eating and drink, they have inside a gamble machine. Don't ask me why. Especially the ones that that they don't work anymore. They like to have a beer and then take the change and play with it. It's the way of having fun. So that actually doesn't mean that it's not a place to get in. It's all the way the other way around. It means that the locals are going to that place. Yeah. Say that. Let's go in. When they're building that part of town, actually that was in the 1800s. Barcelona used to be the Gothic quarter, that small. And then when they decided that they wanted to extend the city, they created the Eixample. Eixample means extension. So they said, okay, I want that part of town to be completely the opposite of the Gothic. The Gothic is like this narrow streets, very small, very dark, very creepy. Some parts, some parts are very beautiful, but some are. So they said the Eixample are gonna be bright, large, luminous, and we will not make corners because in the future will be trains passing by, and they need the space to make the turns. That never happened, and I don't think we'll never get trains in this part of town. So they use this area for parking or for terrace for restaurants. And now what you're seeing here, it's since after COVID. The mayor of Barcelona, she decided that people should have space to be outside, people that are in the center. So if you look around, you see these little squares? That was the space that they had during the lockdown, the space to be outside. And we had 4 months of very strict lockdown here. That all they had. So after that, she said, okay, let's create spaces where people that lives in the center of the town, they can actually enjoy. So some places are like those, that it's the Tapas Square where you have places for kids to play. You have tables, you can bring your food and eat it, or some tables for play. Some other parts, they have like a free gym. Every little corner will be something different. But the idea is that people can actually sit outside and have a quality time.
I understand.
Oh, that's cool. I was looking in here through the window. I was like, wow, that looks really trendy inside. I didn't know we were coming here. I was like, look at that cool dude right there.
Oh, people like very much the vermouth here. In case you wanted to keep going with vermouth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it also helps. Helps with digestion because you're gonna be eating a lot, and because of the botanics, it's something that normally when you're eating a lot, you can drink a vermouth, so it helps.
That's exactly why I'm drinking it.
gonna help
Very
with the karaoke
good.
too.
I love it.
Being
That's the tour after.
So who wants a vermouth?
Is it most sweet?
Middle.
Try it. When in Spain.
So raise your hand.
Sure.
It's
time.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, there's already water on the table.
There you go.
You can have a soft drink also.
It doesn't
I'm just gonna drink water.
Just water.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't worry about him. There you go, baby.
Yeah, thanks.
Just for you.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is gonna be drinking water.
Would you like to know?
Yeah. I'm sorry, is that a given?
Yeah, sure. So, also in the 800s, the king of Spain, his name was Alonso X. And I know that it will sound like a bullshit story, but it isn't true. He was very concerned about people getting addicted to alcohol. And then he was thinking a lot about how to help people. And he said, okay, I have an idea. And the idea was every establishment that would sell a glass of alcohol would need to put it together with this glass of alcohol, a little something for the person to eat. And in order to drink, you are obliged by law to eat. Otherwise, no drink for you. It was super smart. But the thing is that started in south of Spain. South of Spain, in summer, it's above 50 degrees. It's very hot. So when you have this kind of weather, you also have a lot of flies and mosquitoes and all the families of those species going on. And then what they used to do is simply quickly eat whatever was in the plate and then take the plate and cover the drink. Now if you translate the word tapa, it means cover.
Oh.
Yeah, and a tapa is the concept of tapa is anything that is served in a small plate. It can be actually any dish, but it's served in a small quantity. And the idea is that when you go, cuando vas a tapear with your friends, it means that you're gonna ask different dishes, like maybe you'll ask 3, 4, 5, and you're all gonna share that plate. Vermouth and tapas, and then you finish that, you go to the next place, and then next place until you're completely full or completely drunk, and you cannot you cannot do it anymore. If you go to south of Spain, Actually, it's still like that. If you order a glass of alcohol, you get a little tapa with. And depends on the quality of the place you go, you can get a peanut, so you can get a very elaborated tapa together with your glass of alcohol.
Yeah,
It's a very
here and
interesting.
when we just went to Italy. But they don't do that in New York. It's like drink only. They'll never give you a snack.
Yeah.
Not for free.
Not for free, yeah. I will take advantage of that silence now. And I was explaining to someone that I'm developing a new tour. And it's a tour that it's more related to food and emotion, but through games. And the idea is to go a little deeper. And if you all are okay with it, I could just kind of propose a round of questions.
Sure.
So I can kind of feel if that works or not.
Yeah.
Before I propose to my boss.
We'll be your guinea pigs.
Yeah. So this is a Spanish omelette, but that's the Mallorquin version. Means that it's onions, potatoes, eggs, and red sausage. They will bring. That's seafood, calamar.
This is calamar.
Hola.
Okay. But hola. Okay, I thought you were talking to them that passed by. So it threw me off.
No, we're in Spain.
People
We
walking
have to
by.
say hi to everyone.
I know, but people stopped like to say hi when she said that.
Hola.
Because she said it so loud.
I've been drinking.
Seriously. Seriously. Like she had vermouth. Is it vermouth? Yeah, she had like
Vermouth.
Vermouth at all these places, and then like half
Double
a
red
bottle
wine.
of wine. Yeah, like it was a double. And then was that prosecco at the end?
It's like pre-champagne. I forgot what she called it.
Yeah, whatever. Before they gave
It's
the
baby.
dessert.
It's baby.
Yes.
Baby champagne.
Anyway, the Tapas Crawl was awesome. We had our tour guide, Gislaine, who gave a bit about the history and also not just the history of of Barcelona and places that we were passing by, but also she gave history like on tapas and where that came from, which I didn't know. You guys will see that in the video. I have her explaining certain parts, but we really enjoyed it. We had a good group. We've been lucky. All of our small groups have been really, really cool, and they've been really nice people and very eclectic mix, right? Like you have some India and one guy was like Canada, but he was Iranian, but then he lived in Belgium. There's a gal from Germany.
He lived in the U.S.
Yeah, and then we had two gals from New
Bronx.
York. Yeah, from Bronx, but one lives in Long
They
Beach.
both Long Beach, Long Island.
Was it Long Island?
Yeah.
And then anyway, they apparently have been friends since they were in kindergarten, so that was really cool.
Yeah, they travel every year together, so they were awesome. They were cool.
Yeah, but this is our last hurrah. We're gonna try to walk all this food off and walk back to the hotel, and then when we get up tomorrow to head back. It's gonna be such a wonderful journey.
It's okay. I get to see my babies at the end.
Yeah, this is all a part of it, you know. Like even the parts that you don't really care for, it's a part of traveling, right? Like the flights and you know who you're gonna sit next to and check-in bag, and are you gonna get your bag back? Is flight gonna get canceled? The layovers, all those things. That's all a part of it. I mean, it really is. So yeah, it's not like I look forward to it, but I'm like, it's a part of it.
It's a chapter.
Right? It's like life, right? Like you have your ups and downs. You can't just piece together all the parts that you like. You're gonna have the highs and lows, and that's what life is. So, all right, so we're gonna walk back now, and yeah, I think that'll be it for the last one for tonight, and then we'll be back on tomorrow morning, and then I'll chronicle our journey home, which is going to be an arduous one, especially with that 5-hour layover in JFK. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we don't leave until 2:10, so we'll have some time in the morning, get some breakfast.
Well,
I'll get some coffee.
Yeah, she's gonna get
Another
what she had this morning.
with
croissant filled with custard. Yes. You guys will see that earlier today. That's what she's gonna get tomorrow.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for custard.
Yep.
That's right. We want to go everywhere.